Heyo, welcome to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today's video will be a beginner's guide for Ever Crisis. So I hope you're having a great day and I hope you enjoy. So your number one priority when playing Ever Crisis will be the storyline. You want to complete as much storyline as possible. In order to unlock the Crisis Core story, you will need to complete Chapter 1 of the Final Fantasy VII story, specifically Main Section 3, Episode 4, The Turks, Reno. And then in order to unlock the first soldier, you will need to complete Chapter 1 of Crisis Core, Main Section 3, Episode 6, Genesis Copies. If you find yourself struggling at any point in the story, you can click on the story party to change it to free party. You will miss out on the bonus story party clears, but you can always come back to that. Using free party, you can use your strongest characters and clear the story. Another way to power up if you're struggling is to do some draws. And then in solo quests, you could do weapon enhancement quests. Now, I recommend only doing as much weapon enhancement quests as you need to progress in a story. I wouldn't spam these quests. I'll get into that a little later. You can also gain character XP. There's a free stamina-less character XP missions, and of course enhancing weapons will help you power up. So you simply pick the weapon you want to enhance, click enhance. You will need grindstone shards or grindstones to level up your weapon, so 30 of them for level 20. Hit enhance, and once it's capped at level 20, you will need uncapped materials. There are different kinds of them. In this case, you will need low grade electrum to uncap to level 30. So for example, here you will need low grade steel to uncap to level 30. So you can hit uncap, use those materials, and you will unlock your first support material at level 30. Then you will need more grindstone shards to level that up. Then to level 40, you will need mid-grade steel or the equivalent, as well as the low grade. To uncap a weapon to level 50, you will need the low grade material, the mid grade material, and high grade material. Here you can see high grade steel. Once you uncap a weapon to level 50, you will unlock the second support material. In this case, it's magic ability damage plus 20%. To uncap a weapon past level 50, you will need much more rare materials like genome pods and nanocubes. So only take weapons past level 50 that you are planning on upgrading all the way. Your second priority when starting Ever Crisis is completing dailies. So firstly, you can go to the shop, and under special, you will actually see there's a free daily pack. So every day you can come and claim this for free. Another thing you can do is head to the guild tab and purchase the materials offered for gil. In time you'll receive a lot of gil, so buy all of these up. You also get free refills, so you can refill the gil shop 3 times a day for free and just buy all of those up again. The next thing you want to do every day is under solo content. There are daily quests. These give you various rewards, but mostly gil. So you want to complete those every day. Then once you have unlocked premium quests, it is important that you complete your 3 premium quests per day. You only get 3 of them, and they reward you with high-level weapon enhancement materials and character memories. Once you unlock co-op content, you will understand why I mentioned earlier not to grind the weapon enhancement missions. In co-op content, you can get fantastic rewards. For example, if you manage to reach a hard 2, you can get quite a few rewards. Many grindstones, level uncapped materials, and co-op medals, and even some materia enhancement materials. So you get quite a lot from co-op, and grinding co-op is just straight up better than grinding weapon enhancement quests. Since this is a beginner guide, I will show you the amount you can get on normal 2. With a 3 times stamina boost, don't forget about that, you actually get quite a lot of grindstones, and you get the low grade and mid grade uncapped materials, and of course you get those weekly co-op medals. You can get 2,000 per week, so try to aim for that. And if you manage to reach hard 1, you will get even more materials, and you will get access to the high grade level uncapped materials. So as you can see, 48 grindstone shards, 8 grindstones, a whole bunch of level uncapped. Now onto materia. Once you unlock materia enhancement, you can start upgrading your materia. So you will first need to level up a materia to maximum using either boosters or obsolete materia. As you can see, my cure is reaching level 5. Once it's maxed out, you can upgrade it using crystals. And the cure becomes Cura. Now, as I mentioned, you can upgrade materia with other older or worse materia that you've synthesized and do not want to upgrade. This is the best way to upgrade materia currently, as the game does not give you many materia boosters. So leveling up this blizzard, I will pick a few materia that I will not be upgrading, and I can enhance it to level 5. Then, when upgrading a materia, there is a small chance to upgrade the rarity of the materia. So you'll need magic tumbles and crystals. And I'm upgrading this Blizara, and I get a rarity upgrade, so my 3-star Blizzard becomes a 4-star Blizara. Once you have unlocked Materia Synthesis, I recommend using blue crystals to unlock as many slots as you can, so you can start synthesizing as much materia as possible. Materia synthesis requires various materials. For example, Aero requires an Aero ore and a magic piece. And you can also add materials once you've unlocked it. Synth catalysts, which guarantee your materia to be a bit better. In this case, 2-star plus with at least 2 substats. So you can add those and then synthesize. You can also shorten the time of your synthesis using bookmarks, which are mainly obtained through Chocobo expeditions. We'll talk about that later. And here you can see the material we just synthesized is guaranteed to be 2-star plus with 2 substats. In this case, we got 4. Right, so where do you get materials? Under enhancement quests, synthesis. Here you can get materials for each materia you would like to synthesize. And the initial reward of each first quest is a recipe for materia. And here you can get the ore, the crystals, and the synth catalysts needed to upgrade your materia. So unlike the weapon enhancement quests, materia synthesis quests are quite worth spamming in my opinion. I would use triple stamina boost and farm up to 100-200 ores of each type. Another way to power up is through growth. You have character growth and summon growth. Character growth brings up a stat stream where you can unlock various stats to power up your character. These require power pieces, magic pieces, and healing pieces, and also sometimes character memories. You also don't have to level up each node one by one. You can click on the furthest node from where you currently are, and if you have the materials, it will unlock all of them. As mentioned, some stats require memories, which are quite rare, and if you want to power up your character's limit break, you will also need memories for that. So where do you get these materials? Under solo content, enhancement quests, and training quests, you can find the pieces. These are also quite nice to spam in the beginning. Use a few triple staminas and grind a couple of each. Now, where to obtain character memories? Under missions, at various level thresholds for characters, you will be rewarded with memories. So make sure to check once you've leveled up your characters. The other way is through the daily premium quests that I mentioned earlier. You can use all 3 of your dailies on memories if you need to, and there are memories for every character in the game so far. Now the best place for memories is the Battle Tower, which is unlocked after Chapter 1, the main section 4-1. So on your initial clear of B1, you will be rewarded with memories. From then on, you will get pieces, and at each 5 levels of the tower, you will fight a boss battle that rewards memories, and once you reach level 20, the subsequent levels will all reward memories instead of pieces. So 21 is memories, 22 is memories, etc. On to summons. You will eventually unlock summon quests, where you can take on the 3 primary summons of the game and be rewarded with summon memories. So, in order to get a summon, you need to switch them in the summon stream and start their packed quest. So these will have various requirements, like clear their first trial, consume a certain amount of stamina, a dungeon, and so on and so forth. Here you can see I just need to deliver items, so 10 Shiva's memories, 30 frost ores, and 10 magic chips. Once you have done that, you can bind the summon, and once you've binded the summon, you can start leveling up its summon boards. You can only have 1 packed quest at a time, so once you've binded a summon like this, you can start the packed quest of another summon. You start off with their general ability, and you need to do quite difficult content to unlock their signature ability, so do not worry about that until you've reached that level. You'll need to level up the normal ability to level 5 and complete hard dungeons and trials. So the summon board works the same as the character boards. You use memories from summon quests to level up your summon. As I said, you can switch the packed quest. You'll want to start with Ifrit and move down to Shiva and Ramuh. Now we have events. So events will be periodically released in the game, and they are a great source of rewards and resources. The events have both solo and co-op missions. Each initial clear rewards you with crystals and sometimes 5-star weapons. And the event rewards you with event-specific items that you can exchange in the event exchange. Here you can see you can trade event items for loads of good stuff. So make sure to grind the events while they are out and get everything you need from the event exchange. You also get co-op medals for normal co-op missions and co-oping in the events, 2,000 per week, and you can also get awesome items using your co-op medals. So try to max out your co-op medals every week. Moving on to dungeons, you have Criterion dungeons. These are unlocked after Chapter 1, Main Section 3-4. In these, you get to replay dungeons from the various storylines, and you get to run around and you can collect items like draw tickets and crystals. And then you have Crisis dungeons, which are difficult dungeons with great rewards. So the Crisis dungeons, you actually need keys to enter these dungeons. You can refresh keys if you have none with 100 crystals, and you get 3 keys every Sunday. Now, the rewards are based on how well you did overall in the dungeon. And as mentioned, you get a ton of awesome rewards. So for reaching S, I get the rewards for E, D, C, everything up to S. And the Crisis dungeons reward more synthesis materia recipes, so you can begin to synthesize more materia. And they also reward Crisis medals, which are also quite important. You can hit up the exchange, and under the medal exchange, you can exchange your Crisis medals for higher level materia and loads of other goodies. Last, but definitely not least, is the Chocobo Ranch, which is unlocked at level 5, player level 5. Check here regularly to get a free box of loot. Now, in the Chocobo farm, you have your stables, which show all your Chocobos that you have. And you can use the exchange to get different and better Chocobos using Chocobo medals that you get from expeditions. Now the Chocobos work almost like school grades. A would be a great Chocobo and F would be an average Chocobo. They're almost like school grades. So here you can see H stats are in the 20s and 30s. And an H plus Chocobo is 40s and 60s. G becomes 100. And E Chocobos are 200 to 300. So the stats you are looking for with your Chocobo, in my opinion, the best are stamina and intellect. Adaptability is not that important. All it does is give XP to the character going on the expedition. Speed increases the speed of the Chocobo, so how quickly they collect. But stamina is the amount of expedition rewards you get. And intellect is the chance to obtain rare items or Chocobo medals. So you really want high stamina and intellect. As for the expeditions themselves, you simply choose an area and a chocobo and a character to go with that chocobo. They collect rewards every few hours or so, and they can hold up to a certain amount based on their stamina. So there are different types of terrain. Currently there are grassland and mountain. So Midgar would be grasslands, and for instance Wutai is a mountain terrain. So in order to do an expedition here, you will need a mountain chocobo. As you can see, only one is available. That is my mountain chocobo. You can pick a character to go on expeditions with, and that character will receive some XP. So the next shows you when you will get your next pickup, and the max is the maximum time to fill up the chocobo's inventory. You can use choco boosters to speed that up, and that's why I believe speed is not very important. You can have a chocobo with an 11-hour max, so they can just collect overnight. Lastly, there are chocobo specific missions, so make sure to check here and accept those. And that is it for the beginner's guide. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I did not waffle too much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.